I'm Prasanna and today we are discussing about the copper and zinc levels. So this is one of the case studies we have studied about the protein, energy, malnutrition. In that we are estimations of micronutrients. So what are the minerals, micronutrients role in protein, energy, malnutrition? Today we are discussing about these things. So World Health Organization has defined protein, energy, malnutrition as a range of pathological conditions arising from the coincidental lack of in varying proportions of the proteins and calories occurring most frequently in infants, young children, and commonly associated with the infections. Most of the cases, PEM is caused by a combination of inadequate dietary intake, lack of good care, and the adverse effect of infections. So WHO described malnutrition as a global problem, so having adverse effect on the survival health performance, progression of population group. In India, 46% of all children under the age of 3 are too small for their age, and 47% are underweight, and 16% are wasted. Prevalence of severe malnutrition varies across the states, with the MP recording with the highest rate, and also Kerala lowest rate. In Andhra Pradesh, that is 37%. Zinc is required for muscle and bone formation. Zinc is essential for the immune system. It is required for tissues growth and development and regeneration. Zinc is involved in the stabilizing of insulin. It is involved in vitamin A mobilizations, from the liver dark adaptations. Over 200 zinc metalloenzymes have been isolated. They are LDH, MDH like CP, and also DNA and RNA polymerase, thymidine kinase, and ALP, angiotensin converting enzyme like CA and CSOD, superoxide dismutase. Zinc in children, WHO are who are zinc deficients have more episode of zinc infections, like particularly diarrhea and respiratory disease. Zinc deficiency causes increased loss of intestinal fluid during the diarrhea and delayed recovery of acute or persistent diarrhea. If a 2 weeks occur of cheap syrup containing zinc acetate 2 milligrams elemental zinc per kg per day and is given to these children's recovery from diarrhea is faster, purging is less. There are fewer episodes of diarrhea in the following months. Zinc deficiency is common because the best source of zinc are fish and meat, which are often too expensive for many families. The bioavailabilities in plant foods such as cereals low. At present, the recommendations is to give zinc supplements during the treatment of severely malnourished children, particularly those with the persistent diarrhea and acute diarrhea. Zinc deficiency is an important cause of low birth weight in malnourished populations. Supplementations of zinc deficient women during the pregnancy improves weight gain and birth weight, but accurate detections of zinc deficiency is difficult. Copper is required for the activity of enzymes involved in the respiratory chain, cross-linking of collagen and elastin blood cells, formations of melanin formation, superoxide dismutase, removal of neurotransmitter formations, and peptides. In the most cases, copper is a part of the enzyme molecules. Cupro enzymes are cytochrome oxidase and lysyl oxidase, superoxide dismutase, ceruloplasmin, TK and dopamine, beta oxide and amino oxide, and also uricase. Copper is necessary for the iron incorporations of iron into the hemoglobin. Copper is a cofactor for vitamin C requiring the hydroxylation. Copper is increasing HDL and so protects the heart. Acute and perinatal, and these are some of the symptoms seen in protein energy malnutrition. What are the complications? Hypoglycemia, hypothermia, and hypokalemia, hyponatremia, heart failure, dehydration, and shock, and infection like bacterial, viral, and thrush. So classification welcome the parameter weight for age plus or minus edema, reference trend and grade like this thing 80 to 60 without edema, underweight, and 86 to 60 with age edema polyarca, less than 60% edema is with marasmus polyarca, without 60% less than edema is marasmus. classification to community government classification parameters like weight for age reference standard with the 15% of mild and mild, moderate and severe. Kwashiorkor, like Halsey Williams, a British nurse, had introduced the word kwashiorkor to the medical literature in 1933. The word is taken from the Ga language, is Ghana, and used to describe the sickness of weaning. Clinical clinical presentation, the quash is characterized by the certain constant features in addition to variable spectrum of symptoms and signs. Clinical presentations is affected the degree of deficiency, the duration of deficiency, speed on the onset, and the age like onset, presence of condition factors, genetic factors. Constant features of quash, edema and psychomotor changes and growth retardation, muscle wasting. Usually present signs: moon phase, hair changes, skin depigmentation, anemia. So occasionally present in the hepatomegaly, flaky points, and dermatitis and cardiomyopathy, failures, and also dehydrations, diarrhea, vomiting, signs of the vitamins deficiency, signs of infections. This is how the picture is showing. And marasmus, coming to the marasmus, the term marasmus is derived from the Greek word marasmus, which means wasting. Marasmus involves in the inadequate intake of proteins and calories and is characterized by the emancipation. Like marasmus represents the end result, starvation. Both proteins and calories are deficient. Marasmus represents an adaptive response to starvation, whereas the kwashiorkor represents the maladaptive response to starvation. Marasmus, the body utilizes of all fats of stores before the using muscles. So clinical features of marasmus: severe wasting of muscle and so fat, severe growth retardations, child looks older than his age, no edema or hair loss, no hair changes, all alert but miserable, hungry, diarrhea, dehydrations. This is how the picture is showing. So epidemiology and etiological, the term proteins energy malnutrition has adopted WHO in 1976, highly prevalent in the developing countries among the less than 5 children, severe forms 1 to 10% of underweight, 20 to 40% of this thing. All children with the protein energy malnutrition have micronutrient deficiency, seen in most commonly in the first year of life due to the lack of breastfeeding and the uses of dilute animal milk. So kwashiorkor can occur in the infancy, but it is maximal incidence in the second year of life following the abductive weaning. So kwashiorkor is an example of lack of physiological adaptive enable unbalanced deficiency. Also deficiency like utilized conservative and theory like quash results liver in the insult hypokalemia, and also suggest to prescriptions like poverty, famine, dehydrations, like these things, ignoring malnutrition. Today we are discussing protein energy malnutrition, what are the kwashiorkor and marasmus, all those things discussed. Thank you.